Welcome back to Pearl Media, where truth meets perspective. Today, we're diving into another classic Kevin Samuels moment. Let's get into it.
Let me see.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Do you have me on Bluetooth?
No.
Okay. How old are you?
25.
25. Okay. You want to take those off? That's going to cause a problem. You got to take them off.
Okay.
Take them off.
Gotcha.
Them off. And then and turn off the Bluetooth because it'll try to pick back up.
Good?
Okay. 25 years old? Yeah, 25 years old?
Yes.
Why don't your friends like my content?
Well, I really only had a few that kind of said, so this was like a while ago, and I wasn't even really keeping up with you, but they just said, the same thing that, like, bashing or whatever, I don't know, I didn't see it that
Just the same fill-in words. He's not telling us what we want to hear.
Yeah, that they one of them said that you didn't understand, like, from a woman's point of view, so she was just kind of done listening, just that kind of. So.
Well, to your friend who said that, you're right, and men aren't supposed to understand you from your point of view.
I agree.
And so, do you have any questions? Did you have a question?
Yeah. Well, I'm young, obviously. I feel like I'm very, I'm just kind of in a state where I'm trying to still figure myself out a little bit. I have not much interest in dating right now because I feel like I still need a lot more growing to do before I date again. Like, I haven't dated in a couple of years, and it was hell. So I was like, I'm pretty much done.
Do you want children one day?
I'm sorry?
Do you want children one day?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to be married?
I do want to be married. I want to be married, have children. I do not want to have children until I'm married. Like, I need.
So at 25, you haven't dated in years.
I've dated. I've gone on dates. Nothing's been official for like about 3 years.
Okay. Have you had sex in 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well, it was more so like seeing, like, it wasn't.
Okay. Okay. But you said your last relationship was horrific, bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you haven't had a relationship in 3 years, that's over 10% of your life, and you're still sitting on stuck.
Well,
hold on.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're doing this is not right. You don't want to do a relationship because you feel like you need to grow. No, you need to learn.
Right.
Let me let you ladies understand something. You need to stop thinking about you need to grow. Like, all of a sudden, you as a sole individual, solitary, single woman is going to grow into being more valuable for a man. No, you need to learn who we are and what we want. That's what you need to do, and you cannot do it by yourself. That's number one, because the way women like you talk is like, it didn't work, it was bad, and I don't want to risk being hurt again. So the answer cannot be to just sit on the sidelines, hooking up, and just getting old. Okay, you're human. Sex happens.
Yeah.
You can't sitting on the sidelines regardless.
So
if your outcome is wanting to be married, are you learning how to be a wife while you're on the sidelines?
Oh, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I know how to cook. I clean. Like,
are you learning how to be a wife while sitting on the sidelines?
I feel like I am.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you graduate?
No.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Right now, between bartending, I'm actually getting ready to start selling mortgage loans, and I am a part of, like, a network marketing that I've been growing for the past years.
So in other words, another floater.
The floater?
A floater. Floater. You floater women are often bartenders, massage therapists, and you all tend to in some network marketing, real estate, selling lashes or bundles in your 20s, and you're wasting your prime years for nothing. It's not like you're not in law school, you're not on partner track. The clock is just ticking.
Okay.
And you're not learning how to be a wife sitting on the sidelines. And you're not becoming more valuable as a single individual productive woman. You got to make a choice. Because you got to decide to grow up. Because right now, if you don't learn how to be a wife, that means you better learn how to be a productive, successful woman that can pay for yourself through your death. And that's not in selling real estate and things like that. And I say that because I encounter so many young women who watch these entrepreneurial masterminds, and you all think you can just be business people. And that's not how it works. Why are you so afraid of relationships?
I'm not afraid.
Okay, but at 25, you're in your prime years.
I feel like I'm still in an area. I'm not really fond of the men in this area. One, so I would like to relocate. I'm kind of in a small town. I'm not feeling it. Like the dating scene is.
What town are you in? What's the nearest big city?
Charlotte.
Charlotte is on me thick right now. Everything from Charlotte. I got this person from Charlotte, that person from Charlotte, this from Charlotte, this opportunity from Charlotte. Look, you're in a perfect place. It ain't Charlotte, ma'am. It's you.
No, don't say that.
No, I'm telling you, it's you.
But
see, you take you everywhere you go. See, according to what you're saying, that if I just went to the right city, then my personal life fortunes would change. Well, if that's the case, you should be there. That's it, ma'am. It's not the men. It's not the men. It's not the men.
You asked me why, and
but ma'am, I asked you why, but I also know that it's unreasonable to say that you dated. How often do you go out on dates?
I've been on a few this past couple months.
A few. How many is that?
4.
In 2 months.
Yeah.
You guys are rookies. You need to be going on 4 dates a week, or not. Okay. Here's the thing. And this is what I mean. I want you to understand that at 25 right now, you're still young, but you're fast getting old for marriage. And women like in your position feel like, and it's all feel. I can decide to switch on a dime and turn it on. And the longer you're out of dating, the more socially awkward you get. And guys pick up on that, and they're like, I'll just listen to her talk just to hit it. And after they hit 3 or 4 times, then they start leaving you on red and ghost you. Because y'all aren't learning how to be, you're not learning how to be anything in a man's life. All right. If that's how it is, or it's trending, because you're not, even if you say, I choose not to date, okay, that's fine. Do you know you're going to be in the top 10% of all female earners in the world?
I believe so, yes.
No. I don't believe. You can believe you can fly. What in your academic or professional history gives you the belief that you'll be in the top 10% of female earners in the world?
It's not, for me, and honestly, it's not about history. I'm learning every single day.
But ma'am, this is what I mean by growing up. See, this is the thing. This generation has been told that if you just manifest it, if you speak it into existence, that's not how ma'am, Okay, top 10% of female earners means you'll be earning $85,000 or more.
Mm-hmm.
What are your high income skills?
I still am interning. I'm actually getting into doing my own AAU team and running my own program with
Okay,
that.
you're a bartender, you're
I,
real estate.
I don't do real estate.
What is it? What were you bartending and what else you say you did?
I trade.
Trade what?
Huh?
Trade what?
Cryptos, currencies. I
And
invest
where do you get the money to invest?
bartending. I make great money bartending.
Ma'am, look, I was a sommelier and a wine steward and a bartender. You ain't see. This is what I mean. Just like when I ran this when I ran that Shark Tank like show, and I told men there's no free money. So
Mm-hmm.
many of you young women, can you pay attention to what I'm talking about, please?
I'm here.
Because I could go to somebody else. I don't need this. I'm good.
I'm
You're asking no, but you're all over the place, not paying attention. That's goddamn disrespectful.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
See, you're looking around because you know damn well
I'm
that
listening.
because, ma'am, you're a bartender.
Okay.
Bartenders don't become masters of finance and industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not how that works. You're hustling.
Okay.
And you got to go and see, the thing is, when you don't have any real skills, you got to go to play skills. Like all of a sudden thinking you can start a business, thinking that you can get into sales and I personally, as a salesperson, laugh at you guys because y'all don't know anything about what it means to be a salesperson. So to do anything in real estate or this or that, so it becomes this whole serial entrepreneur. I'm a bartender. I'm supposed to do bartending to take money to put it in crypto. Then I'll make money from crypto and I'll take it from that to invest it in AAU basketball.
No. Okay. Yeah. You can say that.
And then you're going to what? And AAU basketball is going to get what?
What do you mean it's going to get what?
What's the end result of the AAU?
Oh, that's it's like an actual team, like a brand.
I know what it is. My daughter played basketball, but you don't get rich being AAU league a coach. They don't make $85,000 a year. They're coaches.
But my question, okay, I hear you.
So if you're not going to be in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
I said, are you going to be in the top 10% of female earners in the world? I believe so. From where? What skill? Attorney, physician, nurse, accountant. Real skills that you take into the marketplace to where strangers who don't know you compensate you.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that girl I put on Dangerous Minds, you all think because you have personality and a quick wit or something like that, that all of a sudden you can juke the system. The system is very cold. You graduated from high school, right?
Yeah.
And what's your highest level of college?
I'm like a few classes away from bachelor's.
Okay, and what would it be in?
Business.
Business what?
Business administration.
Business administration. Due respect, a useless degree.
I agree.
Absolutely useless.
I agree.
So business administration, business management, communications, social science, social studies, English, criminal justice, they'll throw communications in here. All these are humanities useless degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the average black woman in this country earns less than $28,000. On the track you're on path to be earning middle class.
Okay.
Let me give you an example of something. Let's just say I snapped my fingers and I gave you a business administration degree. And I gave you a job right now at 25 years old, making $50,000 a year in Charlotte. And I guaranteed you that job for 40 years. And I guaranteed you're going to get a cost of living raise of 3% every year to account for inflation.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'll be giving you $50,000 in Charlotte, where the cost of living is right about the national average. That would mean you'll be making almost twice what the average black woman is making. And let's just say you had no kids and you work from 25 to 65. Mm-hmm. And for that 40 years, you saved $200 a month. Mm-hmm. By the time you retired, you would have a $750,000 hole in your retirement if you expected to live from 65 to 85. That's if I gave you $50,000 right now and guaranteed it for 40 years.
Right.
So if you're not married, no children, who's going to pay for you in your old age when you run out of money like most middle class people do?
I don't want to be single with no kids.
But you have no. This is why I go all the way around to show you, ladies, that if you. It doesn't matter what you want. You're not learning how to be a wife. You're not learning how to be with a man for a lifetime of building things. You're learning how to be an individual single woman who's going to reach the end of life as an average earner. See, that's what I mean. You got to choose. Either you're going to focus on a relationship and get with somebody and build a life and have some cushion, because there is no Social Security, there is no retirement. You'll be, but the end result for women like you, like that woman I talked about, is homelessness. It's happening in California right now. Female homelessness is on the rise. So if you don't learn how to be involved and stay with the man, mm-hmm. how do you build any kind of security in life?
Well, here's my question.
Uh-huh.
So
now we're talking.
Yeah, here's my question. So if I'm looking and I want a man to provide, and I'm looking to grow, where do I draw these lines? Like, what is it of just? And I don't want to get into just cutting off, because I'm okay with growing. I enjoy growing. I enjoy.
What's the question?
But just, I guess, with my own standards, or am I not allowed to have standards because I'm not who I want to be yet?
I don't know the question.
Like, where do I, as far as like on the dating scene, does that mean I'm going out all the time? Where do I draw a line? Okay, how often am I dating? Am I going to date you for how long until I decide, like I'm going to grow with you?
Well, see, your mindset's not set for a wife anyway. So that's, even if I gave you the answer, your mindset's not set for it. Your mindset is set for selfishness.
Okay. Why is that though?
Because you're still talking about your standards and growing and this, and a wife is thinking about a man in a positive, good faith. Okay, ma'am, you've said we can go back to the beginning. Yeah. The way you've talked about relationships have been bad. The last one I had was horrible. I'm not dating. I'm not feeling the men out here. Okay, that means that you're here and the men are here.
I think the last relationship was my fault.
Okay, you are here and you talk about men in relationships as though they're here.
But I know that that's not the case. I know that from my previous experiences that I chose to be in that, and I stayed in it entirely too long.
Well, here's a long and short answer. Okay. You don't have time to be sitting around doing this on your own, growing or whatever. You don't know enough to be in charge of this process. You didn't learn what you needed to learn growing up. And the bottom line is, for all women, unless you know you're going to be in the top 10% of earners and you're going to be in a position to pay for yourself after mandatory retirement until you die, relationships are not optional for average earning women. They're mandatory. So your options are either you're going to get it in gear and get your head right and learn how to be something for a man, because that's the point. You're supposed to be something for him, because you want his security. So you need to figure, you got to get to the point to where you even look at dating and relationships as being positive. Mm-hmm. And that's a long way in this conversation. Or the option is this: you go out and make yourself a top 10% earner. That means you better go back to school and go to get law school, or you better go get something that's going to guarantee you a high income. And it ain't sales, and it ain't crypto. That's not how that works. It's not how that works. Or you and 3 or 4 of your closest girlfriends, y'all can all buy a home together and move in and live together, just like so many women are doing in Korea, Japan, and starting to be around this country. Decide at 30 plus years old that you're going to be spinsters until you die. Because after age 33, a lot of these choices start getting made for you. You're 25. Don't waste these years thinking you got time. You don't. You'll be 30 just like that. And you'll see the hearts moving up. That's guys and probably married women saying, young girl, get your shit together. You can't be, I want you guys to understand that we're talking about one relationship, right? How long was this relationship that was bad?
About a year and some change.
Okay, ma'am.
Why?
You can't be 25. You can't be 25 years old, sitting your ass on the sideline because the relationship that was a year and some change traumatized you so much.
Oh, I'm not trying.
You're not out here.
Right.
That's the end result. And this is the thing. Modern women, for as educated as you are and as free as you are and all the options, modern women are so weak. Y'all break quicker than any other group of women because you were told life is supposed to be easy and everything's supposed to come to you. Women before you understood that life is hard and it requires suffering to gain and progress is slow. But your generation was raised to think everything is instant because you can turn on the phone and get and that's not how it is. Human relationships take time. Don't waste these years, ma'am. I don't know if you're hearing what I'm saying, but you don't want, look on my channel and you'll start to see women who are in their late 20s and 30s who would say, I wish I'd have listened to this. Because relationships aren't optional. They really aren't. But I would say at least you're not rude. But this is why I also recommend therapy, because there's no reason to really be thinking relationships are so bad. They really can't be this bad. There's nothing to hold out a relationship for. So
I don't think they're bad.
Okay, well, whatever they are, you ain't in it.
Oh.
All right, whatever the word is, you ain't in them.
You know what's really wild about this? She's 25, but she's still talking like she's 15. Everything that comes out of her mouth sounds like it's coming straight from a high school cafeteria conversation. And I'm not even saying that to be mean. I'm saying it because it's obvious she hasn't transitioned into adult thinking yet. When you're grown, you have to deal with grown realities. You can't just wish for a man to magically appear in your life like it's a teenage romance movie. You have to be intentional, strategic, and realistic. And yet here we are listening to someone who still thinks dating and relationships are just about meeting someone who vibes with you. No, that's not how the adult world works. Not for men, not for women. And what really got me is when she said she doesn't like her location. Okay, that's valid. But if your location is limiting your options, then what's the logical adult move? You pack your bags and move to a better location. Period. Grown women don't sit around complaining about what's wrong. They make changes to fix it. If you can relocate for a job, you can relocate for a life partner. The sad part is this isn't just about her. This is about an entire generation of women who were never taught how to transition from being a girl to being a woman in the relationship marketplace. And it's going to take decades to undo that damage. They've been sold this fantasy that they can think, act, and plan like teenagers forever, and somehow everything will just work out. Here's the reality. Time isn't on your side the way you think it is at 25. You're in the years where you should be building your life, your mindset, your values, and yes, your relationship skills. If you don't grow up now, you'll wake up in your late 30s wondering why everything feels harder. And the truth will be, you never made the adult decisions when you had the adult opportunities. She needs to grow mentally, emotionally, and in her decision making before she's going to attract or keep the kind of man she says she wants. Right now, she's not ready for him, and honestly, he's not going to wait around for her to catch up.